Alright guys, this pretty much marks the start of my cut.
Alright guys, so I woke up day one of the cut at around 78.6, but you have to take into account that I was holding a camera and a tripod, so I was more like 78, maybe 77.9 kilos. Here is a quick little just not physique update, but this is what it looked like on day one of the cut. So this was my starting point over here, and you're probably wondering why in the world am I even cutting when I'm already relatively lean. But I've been around 78 to 80 kilos, which is the body weight shown here, for around 2 years. So I really want to challenge myself. I want to see what it looked like a lot leaner than I've ever been in my life. So yeah, that was pretty much the whole point of this mini cut over here.
Kai doesn't like the cold.
Yeah, I'm from Thailand, so like,
yeah. Used to high humidity.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright. I need to pee so bad. After you?
Alright guys, so first thing I do with the start of any new cut is I find out my maintenance calories, and you can simply do that through using a TDEE calculator online, and it only takes a few minutes. And then after that, I just pretty much set up my macros for the entire duration of the cut. And what I like to do for protein is I like to go a gram per pound body weight. For fats, it would be around 25% of my daily caloric intake, and the rest would be for carbs. And what I do is I subtract around 500 to 750 calories off of my maintenance to be in a caloric deficit. Alright guys, so first exercise we got over here, we are doing some band assisted pull-ups, and I'm just making sure throughout the whole movement I'm pulling with my elbows, getting a nice contraction on the lats, and just feeling the movement throughout its entirety. And shortly after that, we moved on to some incline chest supported rows, and this is an exercise that Sam's been making me do for my pull workouts, and it's been helping a lot to develop my upper back. So same thing, just pulling with my elbows and just trying to get that mind muscle connection throughout the entire movement. This one over here is a dumbbell pullover with a resistance band, just trying to get that constant range of motion, and with that added tension through that resistance band makes the exercise overall a lot harder, guys. Yeah, as you can see at the top of the movement, my elbows are kind of flared out, and I'm just trying to squeeze my lats as hard as I can at the top, get a nice stretch, and then lower down slowly. Yeah, this one's a killer. After our main heavy back exercises, what we did next was we did an anti-lateral flexion core based movement. Over here is a farmer's walk, and the whole point of this is pretty much not only to improve our grip strength, but to resist lateral flexion and to improve core strength. Shortly after that, as you can tell, my forearms are already dead. We moved on to some reverse grip easy bar curls, and this one over here, I'm just trying to ensure that I'm focusing on the eccentric, aka the negative. Really trying to feel this movement out and trying to get a nice pump into our arms. Then for the last bicep based movement, what we did was we did some hammer curls, and I really love this exercise because it helps to hit the brachialis, which is a deep muscle in the upper arm, and it really helps to increase the thickness and overall width of the biceps. And yeah, this one I pretty much incorporate with every pull session I do. Then to finish off, we did one last core based movement, and this one over here is a Pallof press supersetted into a kind of wood chopper movement over here. And yeah, it's just nice to train the core involving anti-movements, the whole point of it being to prevent motion at the hips and the spine. Here we're doing anti-rotation based core movements, and yeah, it's just a kind of unique different way of training as opposed to exercises such as sit-ups and crunches that involve flexion of the lumbar spine.
Alright guys, so pretty much just came back from grocery shopping. I got my staples for the week. Next time I go grocery shopping, I'll definitely take you guys with me and just pretty much show you guys what I eat in a week. And then now I'm just having my third meal of the day. I'm having some Greek yogurt with some cereal.
Alright, day 3 of my cut, weighing in at 77.2 kilos. Then the next day after, day 4, I was weighing in at 77.9. So guys, weight loss is never gonna occur in a linear fashion. and there's just so many variables and factors that affect weight loss, and it mainly boils down to just water retention. And you know, the variables and the factors that affect water retention, such as sodium, carbohydrates, stress, volume of food, sleep, exercise, medication, they can all affect how much water your body retains. And yeah, so how did I go about with this entire cut? So pretty much the whole time I was eating at a deficit of around 500 to 750 calories. That's a pretty big deficit for anybody wondering. And yeah, it would be considered an aggressive cut. I just want to state that I did not do any form of cardio whatsoever. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of cardio in general. I think mainly because after doing cardio sessions, I typically have an elevated sense of hunger, and I'm the type of guy that does not cope with hunger that well. And honestly, to be honest, I'd rather just sacrifice a bit of calories here and there as opposed to having to do cardio sessions and being able to eat more. In regards to training, I pretty much kept training volume the same throughout the 10 days of my cut. A common misconception I see a lot of people make when it comes to training and weight loss is that they train at higher repetitions and have short rest intervals and train with lighter weights, believing that it has some sort of magical fat loss enhancing properties or benefits to it. But in all honesty, guys, it really all comes down to a calorie deficit. And yeah, pretty much the most important variable to retaining muscle on a cut is the amount of volume you can recover from. And pretty much one of the best ways to do more volume and still survive and retain muscle mass is to train at the lower end of the intensity spectrum. So we're talking about mainly hovering between 60 and 70% of your 1 rep max. Just like lots of.
When I did the video, I was here, all these people, my shirt was off.
Oh really? Did you really?
Yeah. And then I went down here.
Yeah.
There was like this vibrating machine.
Yeah.
I stood in there, took my shirt off like there. Fuck, it's so awkward.
Alright, so you guys got a quick little update of what my physique looks like after one entire week of cutting. Well, one entire week of kind of consistent cutting. Today I weighed myself. I was weighing in around 77.3ish, so already a kilo down. Pretty happy about that within a week. Just gonna continue and see what can happen these next last 3 days. So yeah. Alright guys, so as you can see in the following clips, I did eat out even during my cut. So yeah, as you guys know, I follow the IIFYM, the if it fits your macros approach, in which the main objective of the day is pretty much to reach my goal macros that I set out for myself. And this pretty much allows me to be more flexible and pretty much avoid restricting certain foods, because I'm the type of guy that can't live off, you know, just eating broccoli, chicken breast and rice. Yeah, I could not do that. Anyways, yeah, I just want to disclaim that this diet does not give me the permission to eat only junk foods. Rather, it's more just to create flexibility in order for me to adhere to a diet in which I can hit my goal macros and my goal calories. And yeah, which allows me to have a good balance between clean foods and otherwise foods with a low nutritional value. Pretty happy. Woke up today, I was 76.9. So not technically a new low weigh-in, but I'm pretty happy with the result. Alright guys, so this is my final physique after 10 days of cutting. As you can see, I think my overall body composition has definitely improved. I feel like I lost a bit of fat. I'm not too sure how much of that is actually just water weight loss. But either way, I'm just happy overall that I successfully completed this cut. I'm not too sure if I'm gonna keep on continuing cutting because I feel like I'm already relatively lean, but I feel like I do want to get a bit more shred. We'll see how things go. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and yeah, I'm looking forward to uploading more videos, especially ones that are more scientific based, in which you guys as my audience can learn and benefit off of my knowledge. And hopefully you guys have a good day, and catch you later.